Hi, my name is Daryl. I am the Director of Internal Audit at NewTek South. We are a company of about 1,600 employees, and I would rate AuditBoard as a 5 on a scale 1 to 5, with 5 being excellent. AuditBoard we bought the SOX Hub portion of AuditBoard. And if you're a large company, you can afford within your budget to have almost every module that you would want to buy, and it would be, efficient for your size of company. But since we're only 2 people, we took the SOX Hub for starters, and it does many things that once we've set it up appropriately, it can do them automatically in the background. For example, it can send out requests to our process owners to get data, and if they don't respond by the time our deadline is within that automatic feature, it will send another one, and it will let us know that data is slow coming in, and maybe you might want to make a phone call, but it will stay on them until they provide us that information. Another thing that AuditBoard does is, if you have an issue, and an issue is when something fails, or if you, let's say, had a brain dead. If you found out that you needed another control, you can create an issue for that. The issue will always be there, and it's up to you to put it to rest as soon as you can by complying with the rest of the work necessary to mitigate that issue and get it ready for testing so that it can pass. And once it passes, it disappears. It's no longer there. So that's a very nice feature, because you don't have to worry about, did I write that down somewhere that I have an issue? How many issues do I have? It's going to tell you, and it's going to be in a section where you can find it and stay active in mitigating those issues and keeping yourself and AuditBoard timely. The thing that I like best about AuditBoard is the fact that it is a database, if you will, that you only put in a issue or a weakness or a control objective, you name it, any portion of the standing data that's necessary for it, you only put it in once. And so if you are doing it by Excel, you might not go back to a certain spreadsheet and link it to another spreadsheet. And so you might come up with just a slightly different wording for the control. But it's very important that for example, the control description remains the same, or whether it's key or non-key, that stays the same. So what could happen is you're at the end of the audit and the external auditors find out that you didn't test 5 because you changed the control from key to non-key. So that's embarrassing, and AuditBoard will prevent that from happening. So I love the fact that you only put things in once, and AuditBoard always goes back to that area and grabs the information so that you never make yourself look bad. The thing I dislike about AuditBoard would be the thing that I would dislike about any software, and that is the fact that if you let me put it this way, sometimes AuditBoard isn't as intuitive as you would expect it to be. And so you go ahead and assume that you can kind of find your path through it. And it turns out that it's just a little idiosyncratic, or it is what I like to say is irrational. But those areas are few and far between. But fortunately, to offset that, AuditBoard has a great customer service group that if you express a desire to really learn about a certain area, to get it down within your system, they will set up a couple of employees and set up a time, and you will find the solutions to why you weren't thinking correctly, and they will fix it, and you are on your way. So that only takes once to really learn what you didn't know, and they're extremely helpful, and they are very reasonable about how long it takes them before they get you rolling along again. So the software is good, and it's just that in certain cases human beings don't think alike, and you just need a tip or two to get you past something.